Hey everyone, Eric Thompson here. Hope you are, as always, doing well. Now, I'm sorry, I want to say first and foremost, I'm sorry for the disarray in the room. But Tori and I just finished watching Blade Runner 97, number 97, in the AFI Top 100, so that video is coming at you real soon. As the title of this video suggests above, some considerations for this year, 2013. What is coming up? What am I excited about? Let's get right into it. I'll say the date. I'll just have Vegas put up the poster if we have it. Please keep in mind that advertising takes a little bit of time, and so really from like July on, not every movie has a poster out or in circulation yet, so please forgive me if I do not have every single poster for every single film. Now, January, not July, we'll get there. January, it already came out on the 11th. Gangster Squad. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully going to see it in the next week or so. I like a good mobster movie. Lineup looks pretty fair, and so looking forward to that. Again, not a lot to say about that. Just it seems to be a real nice stock standard mobster film, and I don't mind that every now and then. Indeed, on this list, occasionally there are some movies which aren't that great on their own, but it's nice to see a movie like it in the theater every now and then, which is exactly why for February, on February 1st, I'm looking forward to seeing Top Gun 3D. Now, I never saw it in the theaters originally. I wasn't around to see it, or of an age where I would have appreciated it happening. But I am looking forward to seeing it in the theaters, in 3D, for its cult appeal, for the fun music, laughable dialogue, and some exciting action. So thank you very much, Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. On February 14th, Die Hard 5. A good day to die hard. So thank you, Star Trek, for giving them their tagline, a good day to die. Then hard. We just got to throw it in there somewhere. I've been a fan of the whole franchise for a while, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how they decide to continue the story and to what lengths they will go to make Bruce Willis look good as Detective John McClane. Is he still a detective? Is he even still a cop? I don't know. Is he retired? I don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, good luck with that. But February 14th, a good day to die hard. Let's get into March. On the 8th, Emperor. March 8th, Emperor. This movie has not gotten a lot of press yet, even though it came out in Toronto at the Toronto Film Festival last year. Excuse me. It stars Tommy Lee Jones as General MacArthur, and it stars Matthew Fox, who you will, of course, remember from Lost, as General Fillers. Let me just read you the plot synopsis that was put out by the production company, okay? It's a gripping tale of love and honor forged between fierce enemies of war. Emperor unfolds the story inspired by true events of the bold and secret moves that won the peace in the shadows of post-war Japan. Matthew Fox joins Tommy Lee Jones and newcomer Eriko Hatsune to bring to life the American occupation of Japan in the perilous and unpredictable days just after Emperor Hirohito's World War II surrender. As General MacArthur, Jones suddenly finds himself the de facto ruler of a foreign nation. He assigns an expert in Japanese culture, Fox, to covertly investigate the looming question hanging over the country. Should the Japanese emperor, worshipped by his people but accused of war crimes, be punished or saved or spared? Caught between the high-wire political intrigue of his urgent mission and his own impassioned search for the mysterious school teacher, Hatsune, who first drew him to Japan, Fellers can be certain only that the tricky subterfuge about to play out will forever change the history of two nations and his heart. Okay, so the stuff at the end, not so excited about that. Although Matthew Fox plays the romantic role well, okay, I will not take that away from him. So the stuff at the end kind of sounds like that whole love triangle in Pearl Harbor, right? Kind of just makes things messy. But we're going to get into it. Excited to see Tommy Lee Jones as General MacArthur. That should be a good time. Also on March 8th, Oz the Great and the Powerful. Looking forward to that. Again, if you saw the recent Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp and all those yahoos, this is kind of that same sort of treatment, okay? of The Wizard of Oz with James Franco and Mila Kunis and who else is in there? Whoever else. On March 15, The Incredible Bart Wonderson. Now, this is a movie that I would not normally want to see, but it stars Steve Carell and Jim Carrey as Las Vegas magicians. Okay, very kind of whatever their names are, Lance Burton or whatever those guys' names are. Anyway, so you can imagine just be a fun, stupid movie to laugh at and eat popcorn during. And I'm glad to see one of those every now and again too. April 5th, another good popcorn movie, but not so funny. A little funny. April 5th, Jurassic Park 3D. I'll be glad to go see this in 3D. Have enjoyed the movie for quite a while. I remember seeing it as a I don't know, I guess I wouldn't quite have been a teenager, but saw it and was pretty interested in it in those days, and it's lasted pretty well. The first one, at least. The second one, not so bad. The third one, oh boy. Okay. April 12th, Oblivion. Now, by now, you should have seen commercials for this on TV, because that's right, it stars Tom Cruise. And so his movies get quite a bit of press. This is an exciting idea. I like the fact that in this movie, humans go to war with aliens and win, but of course the cost of the victory is devastation of the Earth. And so they're sort of working through that. He's also working through memories of the past. Is he in a dream state? What are we going to see? There's Morgan Freeman kind of doing the Dune thing. I'm in. It looks good. Very intriguing. I'll be glad to go to the theaters and find out how things turn out with that one. May 3rd, Iron Man 3. Okay, this is where the nerds kind of kick in. The nerds kind of rule 2013, and by nerds I mean, excuse me so much, got a little gas. We're talking the video game nerds, the Marvel nerds. This is a great year for those kind of movies. More coming up. So Iron Man 3, there you go. Self-explanatory. The 10th, The Great Gatsby. That's with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire and all those guys. That's going to be a good one. A very artistic, very free, vibrant portrayal or depiction of the novel. It's one of my favorite books. Nathan, my dear friend Nathan, said it was probably his favorite book of all, and with good reason. A tremendous, tremendous text. And so interesting to see it translated into a film, especially because it hasn't had a treatment like that in quite a while, or one of this scale anyway. Okay, May 17th, Star Trek Into Great Darkness. You seen the trailers? Looks exciting to me. The last one, sort of the reboot of the Star Trek franchise. Very exciting. Looking forward to it. June, ready? After Earth on June 7th, okay? Will Smith and his son apparently returned to Earth, which has been abandoned because evolution took over, and everything that evolved on Earth is pretty much trying to kill humans. And so they have to get going. Coming-of-age story, father-son story, wilderness survival, excitement. Yeah, why not? June 14, Man of Steel, okay? Iron Man 3, here again you see the comic book coming into play. The comic book nerds are just dominating so far. Like Iron Man 3 seems a little more introspective, darker. I think that Man of Steel looks very much the same way, where we kind of answer the question, like, why weren't we afraid of him to begin with? Why weren't people terrified of Superman? Because he was the deadliest man on the planet, relatively speaking. Or in The Watchmen, right, with Dr. Manhattan. Like, why didn't the government try to kill him? Because he was so dangerous. And so we get a bit of that in Man of Steel, along with more backstory, all of this. June 21, just something fun, okay? Monsters University, sequel to Monsters, Inc. That's a good time. July 3rd, The Lone Ranger, okay? With Johnny Depp, of course, as Tonto, and who, I'm sorry, I don't want to mess up his name, but I definitely want to know who's this? Someone messed me on Facebook. Oh, Emma, I love you. The Lone Ranger I always want to think. I keep thinking Bonanza in my head. That's not it. Army Hammer, not like a hammer that belongs to soldiers. Army Hammer, if you recall, he played the twins in The Social Network, but he's only one person in that trip. And so he and Johnny Depp teaming up with Gore Verbinski, who of course directed the Pirates of the Caribbean films, for The Lone Ranger. Classic story. Looking forward to that adaptation. Looks a bit edgy, a bit gritty. I'm okay with that. August 9th, Elysium. I'm going to read you the plot synopsis from the production team. Ready? In the year 2159, two classes of people exist. So immediately, class warfare, very exciting. The very wealthy people who live on a pristine man-made space station called Elysium. And the rest, the others, who live on an overpopulated, ruined Earth. Secretary Rhodes, a government official, will stop at nothing to enforce anti-immigration laws and preserve the luxurious lifestyle of the citizens of Elysium. Very Belvedere. It's very Belvedere. That doesn't stop the people of Earth from trying to get in by any means they can. When unlucky Max, Max being Matt Damon is playing Max, is backed into a corner. What kind of corner, we don't know. He agrees to take on a daunting mission that, if successful, will not only save his life, but could bring equality to these polarized worlds. Could be awful. Could be good. I'll let you know in 8 months. September 6th, Riddick. I remember seeing the Pitch Black. You remember that? Get over to Amazon.com or Netflix.com or wherever. Go to Blockbuster if you have one, Video and More. Wherever. Get to the video store and watch Pitch Black. Don't worry about the rest. Just watch that one, okay? Very exciting. It's where Vin Diesel got to start, you know. Anyway, kind of. September 13, The Little Mermaid. In 1, 2, 3, D. That's right. Looking forward to that. Great affinity for that film, kind of growing up during that time of those great epic Alan Menken, you know, Disney musicals, and so I'll gladly go see it with my wife, and whoever else wants to go see it as well may come along. September 30th, Star Wars Episode 2, released in 3D. I'm just going to go see it out of obligation to the franchise. October 4th, I'm going to go see it again. Well, not Episode 2, but I'm going to go see Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, because I feel that we have obligation to the series. I did not like Attack of the Clones much, September 30, but I did like Revenge of the Sith quite a bit. So anyway, and it's just cool to see them on the big screen again with the 3D and the popcorn and the big sound and the big John Williams. October 11, very excited about this. Captain Phillips. Tom Hanks playing Captain Richard Phillips. If you recall, if maybe you don't, it was a while ago. It was 3 years ago. 4 years ago. 2009, the Maersk, Alabama, 20 people were kidnapped by Somali pirates off the Somali coast. And so pretty much this film is based on the book that Captain Richard Phillips wrote about the experiences of being at sea and being captured and Navy SEALs and all these different things. And I mean, of course, as you know, Tom Hanks is starring in it, so I'm already in like that. But then I saw this. Vegas, if we could see the comparison photo, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. And so, you know, Hanks plays the action role well. Certainly he's not a stranger to it. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what he does for us in that role. November 8th, Thor, The Dark World. It's very mysterious. Michael explained to me once what was going to happen in this next movie, but I can't remember, so whatever. December 13th, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. Just continuing along. If you like hiking and monsters, this is your kind of movie. But the next movie, so much excitement happening. We're in the halls of the Elven King, and the spiders, and Beorn. That'll be good. December 20th, Anchorman, The Legend Continues. Sort of like the The Incredible Burt Wonderson. This is not a movie that's, I mean, I'm not expecting it to be, you know, I'm not expecting anything. I'm just going, I know it'll be fun. I know I'll laugh. I'll have a good time. I'll eat some popcorn. And then in 4 more days, it'll be Christmas. So that's 5 more days, I suppose. So there you go. That's what I'm looking forward to. On the very same day, December 20th, Saving Mr. Banks. Tom Hanks, again, as Walt Disney. It's a story about P.L. Travers, played by Emma Thompson, who wrote the novel Mary Poppins, okay? And it's about her travels from London to Hollywood when Walt Disney adapts her novel into a film. And so immediately, again, the Tom Hanks is hook, line, and sinker. Tom Hanks playing Walt Disney. For those who don't know, Tom Hanks is a member of the Screen Actors Guild, of course, and he's also one of the members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts. He's an officer, okay? So he gets to vote on all these things. All this to say, he knows about the film industry, right? He's knowledgeable on this. And so I'm excited to see how he portrays Walt Disney, one of the great champions of everything cinematic. Again, Vegas, if we could see a picture, this comparison image that I found on Google.com image search, not bad. Not too bad. So between Captain Richard Phillips and Walt Disney, he's been getting pretty versatile this year. Also in this film, Saving Mr. Banks, Saving Private Ryan, Saving Mr. Banks, Colin Farrell, Emma Thompson, of course, like I mentioned, Paul Giamatti, who I just was so pleased to buy. BJ Novak, who played Ryan on The Office, he'll be there as well. It's a good time. Wrapping out the year, Christmas Day. What more would you want to go see in the theater than, that's right, Jack Ryan. It's been a while since we've seen a Jack Ryan film. The last one was, I think it was The Sum of All Fears with Ben Affleck, which I never saw. But I did see Patriot Games, Clear and Present Danger, and that sweet, sweet Hunt for Red October with Alec Baldwin. Because that was the first. Alec Baldwin, and then Harrison Ford, and now Chris Pine, who's accompanied by the lovely Keira Knightley, who plays his wife, and also Kevin Costner is thrown in just for solidarity. So we will see what Jack Ryan does for us this time. Again, just playing a CIA, officer, operative, detective, whatever it is. I guess it's meant to be a prequel. It's supposed to be a prequel, I suppose. I'm kind of guessing. And it's about a Russian conspiracy to undo the U.S. economy by a terrorist attack. So, there you go. This is December 25th. So, there's kind of my year in film, and I'll have Vegas just put them all up here on the screen so you can see. That's sort of what I'm looking forward to. In the comments below, let me know what you're looking forward to, if any of the movies on this list are interesting to you or not. I don't know. But I think it's a great year for film. A lot of neat things, interesting things coming out that I'm looking forward to seeing, and I hope that you will be looking forward to seeing as well. Again, sort of the big highlights, definitely The Hobbit. The last one did so well, at least by its numbers and by its what it took in from the box office, even if the reviews weren't quite so good. I think that the Jackson and Company will continue to produce well for us. And then certainly the Wolverine, I didn't mention that, I'm sorry, the Wolverine, Iron Man, Thor, Man of Steel, just to begin with some of the comic book movies that are coming out, or comic book character movies. It's a great time for the theater. Fun movies, light movies, serious stuff, in between. And my list is really only this short because I didn't have more time to look through all these different titles specifically to figure out what exactly I would be interested in seeing. And so, yeah, there you go. But take your time. Just go to Google and type in movies in 2013. You get bunches of lists. Look around, see what you're interested in. Let me know. Let me know if there's anything that you think that I should see, and kind of report back to you on. Coming up, maybe tomorrow, Sunday, or I guess I'll post this tomorrow on Sunday. This video. I don't know. I'll think about it. Coming up soon, in any case, number 97, The Blade Runner. We're moving right along, but we need to keep up the pace because there's a long way to go yet. Anything else? There's no one else to talk. So, nothing else from me, my friends. Hope that you are doing well. Thanks for watching so much. Hey, like and subscribe if you care to. Leave comments below or on Facebook. You can do that too. Leave comments there. Thanks so much. Bye.